Oh, the trailer park the song. You know, say every night trailer park on the line now. Idiot them, you know, man. Eh. Yeah. No, I them me I blame, man. Eh? I tell you, Andre, watch out. A trailer, young. Park every night, the senator, the man them sleep at night time. Fucking idiot come down. You know the BMW, me understand. Look, see, watch your brother. See that one? Eh? See the idiot running at the car. Watch it. Watch your brother. Watch it. See him running at that. See, running at this. I go, man. Running at that. Running at that. That's fuck, brother. Man dead out of bullet bars, so good at that. Them running there. I'm chilling always park and I'm going to the gas station. I ride that gas station and tell you about it, the face cup. I'll tell you about it. See? So, this idiot, you know, come down blood-clad vehicle on the mail, see there? And lick the blood-clad trailer. You care about this, huh? Yeah. See, come on, young you little boy me here, you know, man. Be a fucking cement truck, you know. See? Alright.
Jesus. You know, man, in here. She tear up bad, man.
I'm looking for my brother.
Puppy. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. The videos that you just saw is of an accident that took place on the Mandela Highway about 5:45 this morning, meaning Saturday morning. Friday night going into Saturday morning more specifically. Based on the information, it is said that one person lost their life. 23-year-old Shadiria Williams, she is from Forepath, that is in Clarendon. Based on what the driver of the vehicle, I think a BMW, said, is that they were driving along the way when some other people were racing. He tried to avoid those persons and swerved into the truck. Now you know that this is right-hand drive BMW, so therefore the passenger would be on the left side. The passenger was the person that got the impact of the hits in at the back of a truck, 18-wheeler that is laden with all sorts of cements. That vehicle, meaning the BMW, then swerved into the extreme right lane of the same direction and hit into a next utility vehicle. Don't think that those persons had any sorts of life-threatening injuries. Shadiria was gone on the spot. Based on what the father of Shadiria is saying, his name is Mr. Joseph Williams. He had just picked up his daughter from the airport Tuesday evening, to be specific. She was here to celebrate the Christmas with her friends, more the family. She was supposed to go back to Florida in January. She had just recently graduated from the University of South Florida, and she was supposed to go back in January to start her dream job, or start her job after getting her degree. Educated young lady. The father is saying the JCF, Road Traffic Authority, need to rethink people parking on the soft shoulder. No sorts of hazard lights, no sorts of nothing, no sorts of light indicating, especially on these roads in Jamaica that are poorly lit. It is a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. We've seen on many occasions that people lose their life, people get injured over and over. You know that Jamaica is a reactive place instead of proactive. However, it seems as if after one lose them life, 2, 3, 4, 10 lose them life, it has not yet dawned on the authority that, listen, maybe this is not the most appropriate place for people that are speed for park them vehicle, especially big old truck laden with cement, 18-wheeler. That is recipe for disaster, like I said. Now the Popo is saying, yes, we understand that sometimes these trucks are on the road and sometimes it is circumstance beyond their control. Them park along the soft shoulder people. I think that it is still illegal. However, it is allowed under the circumstance. People tired, it is best for them to stop. However, if you're going to stop, put some sorts of sign at the back of your truck, reflector sign that people can at least see it. Now when we talk about the driver of the BMW in which this young lady lost her life, is he making up excuse? He claims that some other people were racing and he had to avoid them, so I guess he swayed or swerved into the truck. People, me nah tell no lie. And sometimes you have to take for yourself because of these mad bats out of hell. It has happened to me before. Me have to swerve in the next lane to avoid them racing in my back. But I think sometimes these young youths, young women, them have this fast car, the Benz, the BMW, the Honda, the Mark X, whatever it is. And it seems as if, especially at 5 in the night, they might have been coming from some sorts of club. They might have been under the influence of J-Ray and Neville. So therefore, their response would not be rational. People, I am not saying that that is the case. Again, an ex-person lose them life that easily could have been avoided had it not been the possibility of J-Ray and Neville racing, speeding, doing all the wrong things on the road. Like them say, whenever you play silly games, you get silly prizes. It is unfortunate that whatever decision was made, whoever was wrong. This young lady went to college overseas, left from Fort Park, that is in Clarendon, educated herself, got her degree, came to Jamaica to enjoy herself for the festive season, and that festive season turned DEADLY. Whatever the circumstances is, it is very sad. Now people, when I first got this video, there were a couple of voice notes that said, they don't know say the same BMW or the same vehicle had just hit down somebody on some sorts of road and was avoiding being caught by the Popo, pretty much attack for themselves. People, based on the report from the Popo, they have not said anything like that. Maybe the streets is faster than the Popo. That is a possibility. But people, like me say, if that is the case and they hit down somebody and did not stop and then them themselves lose them life, I am not saying that it is right, but me just as say I can more understand and come to terms with it if that is the case. If this was an innocent person that went out with a friend, the friend was speeding, the friend was driving recklessly, and she lost her life because she could not or would not tell that person, listen, slow your roll, I am in the car, I want to go back and start my job. I did not go to college, forget an education for come DEAD. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense. People, it is just sad, point blank and period.
Man get a turbo shot this here. Buckler. Done one. Done one. Buckler. Jaja.
Silent. Brother, no party can give.
Further on in the news, it is called another one plus another one. 2 men bite the dust. I am speaking about a couple of videos that are making its round on social media that took place in St. Elizabeth in the wee hours of the night. Two men were laid out, pants sagging, of course, full black like the Alliance. Bodies, shirts, jeans was drenched in red. Based on the popo, it is said that these men got a couple of M16 carbine. When they came on the scene, they found at least 16 SHOTS. So therefore, them turn it on pan rapid on them. It is said that one man is unidentified, the next one is known as Donovan Bailey. I think in the video that I heard, somebody was saying Don one. He is from Cambridge. Less than 24 to 48 hours ago, I spoke about an incident that took place in a same St. Elizabeth involving 3 men from Montego Bay addresses. It is said that they were in some sorts of SHOOT out with a group of other men. Popo heard the loud EXPLOSIONS and APB was sent out. They pretty much blocked the road in a Magati, intercepted the vehicle. When them intercept the vehicle, them hold on upon 2 men from Montego Bay. An ex-man showed up at the hospital with all sorts of BULLETS wounds. He was also from Montego Bay. The popo from the area, I think his name is Coleridge Minto, don't quote me on the name. He said that we've realized a very disturbing trend wherein men are leaving from these hotspots, particularly Montego Bay, GANG members, and they are transplanting in our community, the breadbasket capital, which is St. Elizabeth. And since them get here, everything turn up 100 million folds. People are DEAD, left, right, and center, all sorts of SHOOTING, all sorts of robberies. The popo gave a warning and said, listen, I don't want these criminal elements to feel comfortable as if this is some sort of safe zone where you can just run away wherever there is a zone of special operation and come here and create all sorts of chaos and catastrophe. As a matter of fact, that is the reason why we've implemented our own state of emergency, why we're not issuing out any sorts of permit for any sorts of entertainment event, meaning party. People, before the man could talk, before those persons could have gotten toe tag, before that last SHOOT out, 2 more bite the dust. Like me say, both of them lay down all sorts of hole in them chest, in them upper body, in them torso. All sorts of BLOOD are run from them nose. And most significantly, they were laying beside a vehicle. Guess what type of vehicle? Mark X, rimmed up. Typical. Don't want to stereotype people, however, people, don't we see a very disturbing trend? These people buy all sorts of pretty vehicle. However, most of the time, they not get to drive it for a very long time. So therefore, they pretty much gain the world or gain some sorts of what they think is riches, only to lose their soul, only to lose their freedom, and even worse, in this case, to lose their life. Now, don't get it twisted. I think that I speak for most Jamaican or legal law-abiding tax-paying citizen. Whenever there's any sorts of ethnic cleansing, gangster style, we don't have any problem, meaning that whenever a set of gangsters take away a next set of gangsters, we are okay with it. We call it a win. However, when innocent people get caught in the crossfire, that is when we have a problem. Whenever people that are not involved in any sorts of criminal activity lose their life, and people in a lot of cases, that is the case. We see say pregnant lady, old lady, even picnic lose them life whenever these monsters are in all sorts of SHOOT out with each other. However, in this case, I think that I can safely say it is gangster taking away gangster. It is a win-win preposition, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, Please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.